What up? So today I'm going to be putting in my wideband since it's been sitting collecting dust on my shelf for probably 3 or 4 or 5, 6 months now. So here are the goodies. This is the AEM Uego Wideband. This is just the old basic Injuku special right here. Nothing too fancy or special about this, but old trusty gets the job done. And this is the gauge pod holder from Street Faction. And it actually looks really nice. All right, so let the fun begin. I gotta get my ass on the ground and get underneath this car. I'm getting too old for this shit. I really need a lift. But, ooh, we got some angle over here. Anyways, back on track. All right, so the space and lighting kind of sucks underneath the car. So I just went ahead and pulled out my test pipe here. What I did is I measured a piece of string, 36 inches. I put one end at the turbo elbow and I ran it along the turbo elbow, the downpipe, and the 36 inches ended up kind of right before this flange here on the downpipe side. But, you know, they say approximately 36 inches, a minimum of 36 inches for turbo cars. So I'm actually just gonna go a little bit more and drill into this test pipe. Reason being is my downpipe is nice and polished. I bought it. This test pipe, as you can see, is kind of ugly, but the welds hold, it doesn't leak, and it fits properly, and I would much rather drill into this than that nice downpipe that I had to purchase. All right, so we got the hole drilled, worked pretty easily with that step drill bit. I'm gonna just test fit it with the weld in bung and just kind of make sure that this kind of fits inside of that hole. If not, I may have to go a little bit more, and yes, I gotta go a little bit more, so. All right, so I drilled it out some more. I actually drilled it out to the max of this step bit all the way here at the very end. And guess what? This actually fits in perfectly, like perfectly. See it? How it kind of sits in there? Boom, it's in, it's in. It's in, it's in. Okay, but remember I said that this was gonna be a super easy install, and you know, I don't own a welder, so we got this guy. This is a no weld O2 sensor mount. So make sure you measure your test pipe, and this is the correct size for mine. And I was using that bung, the Weldon bung, because it's the same exact size diameter as this clamp. So you see the bung in there and how it has that lip. That lip is the same as this lip. So that's why I just test fit it with that, because I didn't want to open this guy until it's ready to install. Before I get everything installed, I am going to clean up the inside of here because there is some burrs. And then we can finally start putting some stuff together. This is as easy as it gets, especially in my situation where I don't have access to a welder. So you can kind of see the gasket tape in between there. Super nice and tight, snug fit. All right, so it's the next day. We have a little bit more light, so I kind of show you what it looks like underneath the car. There is the turbo elbow, and the turbo outlet is on the other side of that. Put the string there, measured it down the turbo elbow, down the downpipe, and here is the little test pipe. Everything's installed. I trimmed away at the heat shield to make sure there's plenty of room. So I wanted to keep the heat shield in place and make sure it fits, so just trimmed it away. I also ran my Dremel across it, so nothing is sharp, nothing is going to hurt me, everything is good. And next up is getting it wired. This connects to the sensor, this goes to the back of the gauge, this goes to power and ground, and this goes back to the gauge. That's it. Gauge is all wired up, so now it is the moment of truth. Let's go back here. Take our charger off. Let's give the car some juice. right. Let's turn the key on. All right. Looks like we're good to go.